Everybody asks about the tax implications. Well, we're a bank account, so the IRS actually does see trade and cash completely equal. They have 8 pages on their website that say that they are. Some of the problems that people run into by not using a barter organization is they try to do direct barter, and then if I report it and you don't, then we're both in trouble. Or if the IRS finds out that we did direct barter and we didn't report it, then again, we're both in trouble. I don't know what the fines are, but I've heard they're pretty hefty. But with a barter organization, we actually keep all of those records for you. Just like at the end of the fiscal year, you get a bank statement from your bank of what you did, you do the same thing with your barter organization. We send you those statements so that you can utilize them. Now, some of the special benefits that you can do with barter that you can't do with your traditional bank account. As entrepreneurs, most of us are always working. So a lot of us are driving and talking on the phone, and that is working. So God forbid you're in a car accident. Of course, your insurance is going to cover your repair of your car, but what if you break your glasses or a tooth? And you want to write that off as a business expense because of course it is. Or even better, you need massage and chiropractic after a car accident. And you try to write that off as a business expense because you were working, but the IRS is going to say out of your traditional bank account, they're going to say, no, that's not a business expense. But out of your barter account, they're going to say, yeah, of course that's a business expense because you're working, it's your barter account. So now I'm not a tax professional, so don't quote me on all of this, but I have tax professionals that I use. Of course, I pay trade dollars for them too. So we do have accountants and things of that sort. Now, if you're a startup company, there's a lot of things that you're not thinking about. Now, again, I've been an entrepreneur most of my life. I'm not employable in the general public, I've learned. But one of the things you need to do is set up your company structure correctly. And most people, when they're starting a business, they don't have that. They don't have the ability to hire the accountant and get their books set up, and they don't realize how important that is. Most entrepreneurs were really bad. We file our taxes every 3 to 5 years, whether we need to or not. But you need to get that structure set up in your company. You know, Instant Barter, we've even just recently hired an attorney. Of course, I use trade dollars for this too. But we hired an attorney to set up the trust for the company. Should something happen to me, the company lives on. So unless you want to, and even if you do want a small business, not everybody wants to run a big company, but you still need to have those structures set up. Now, one of the things, we talk about being proactive in our health all the time. And we talk about how we're rewriting the healthcare model to make it a model that actually will work, because it's a really sad state of affairs. And what most people don't realize is if a doctor takes insurance, we actually have locally, we keep missing each other, but we have a fibromyalgia clinic that I talk to, and he told me that he can bill through Blue Cross and Blue Shield, but he has to have $1 million bond in the bank in order to do that. It's so expensive he can't afford to do it. And if you don't know this, with insurance, the doctors have to bill for 8 to 12 months before they get a partial payment that covers part of the billing, hopefully, if it's done correctly. So they're still not getting paid. But if they take barter, they get paid right now. So they get paid in full, they get paid right now. So we're teaching hospitals. There's hospitals on the East Coast. There's a hospital in New York that a woman actually had a baby on barter. There's groups like Chickens for Checkups, which is another medical program. And once we get doctors always used to take trade. It wasn't all that long ago that you would have paid them in chickens or milk or whatever you had. But most doctors do get that this does work. It's a solvent system. I talked to a local hospital that was saying that if they took barter, then they wouldn't get nailed with all of the people that didn't have any insurance or have any currency to pay. So that's one of the problems that we have in our society and our systems, is we've built in a backwards structure. We've gotten away from the 99-cent movie theater mentality, which is a very solvent business model. Instant Barter is built that way. Every company I've ever built is built that way. If you have more people, you make more profit. So even if you're charging less, you get more people in the door. So we can rewrite the college programs and show the universities that they're taking barter, they're just not using it. So once we can show them that they can use it, then we can actually fix that system and get those costs down for everybody. We can do the same thing with doctors and stuff like that. People don't, they see that lifestyle and they think, oh, well, they're doing really well, but you don't realize that they're really not, because they're caught up in the not being able to receive the things that they need right now. But if they took barter, especially through instant barter, they'd be able to do that. So, like I said, we do have programs for pretty much everything. We can fix the housing market. We can fix the universities. We can fix the healthcare industry. We do plan on doing a lot of these things. So, instant barter, obviously, I've covered a little bit of why we're a little bit different. There is actually 1,066 barter organizations in the world. Instant barter is the only one set up the way that it is. I've gotten many, many awards in business. Again, if you look at my LinkedIn profile, I'm actually much more known for business than I am for barter, although I understand barter on a very simplistic scale, but I understand business better. And what we do is we teach you how to use the future or the excess that you have to get the things that you need right now. Now, say for instance, you're starting a business and you need to have a website. Well, as an entrepreneur, you're thinking, okay, well, I've got to learn how to build the website and do all this stuff, and it's going to take you a lot longer than if you just hired somebody to do it. But your mindset is you don't have the currency to do it. Let us teach you how to use your future or your excess to get those things built for you, while you can focus on the things that you need to do in your business, which are the things that you're good at, the things that you have to do, and the things that you like to do. Because that's how your business is going to succeed. And I don't care if you're a company that's going to be global like we are, or if you're just a small, like a hobby company. You want your company to make you profit, not cost you money. A hobby costs you money. A business makes you profit. So we'll teach you how to do that. And we're very hands-on. We are considered the most progressive, most proactive, fastest growing barter organization in the world. We had 3 clients sign up yesterday. Most people even find us and sign up without me even knowing them. And then we touch base to find out where they're going to work and how we can help them with their business or personal life. We're always looking at what we can find for you. We're a trade director driven company, and a trade director actively is looking at what you can spend your trade on. We have a whole page on our website of why we're different. We're not the franchise model. We're not the commission structure. It's not about us having the lowest fees in the industry. It's about the fact that we're here to help you have the lifestyle that you want or need now, and have your business be what you want it to be. And you can do that right now, and we can help you with that. So that's part of what we're here to do. And if you have further questions, feel free to ask.